Welcome everyone to Grimdark Firefight. As the narrative said, we have two 300-point armies facing off. Wormhole demons of war versus the alien hives. Carnarvus is the name I gave to this hypothetical planet. The trash world idea came from the OPR world book, which you can get on their Patreon. And as you can see, this table is set up with a lot of older scratch builds. There's a little bit of terrain that I bought in the past as well. It's all mixed in. And this is the battle board. It's on an abandoned outpost. That's what I chose. The alien hives of Obscurus, their behavior will be dictated by the AI. And so here on this side of the deployment area, the table is divided into three sections. Section 1 here with that red die, Section 2, and Section 3. And these deployment was placed randomly with a die roll, a D3 die roll. And that's what led to the different deployment of the forces. So each of these is a unit in the Vanguard force. And let's introduce them little by little. The first unit is a unit of 3 shooter grunts with bioborers. They're in Section 1. We have a spore mine, or a spore rather, a veteran warrior who also acts like the leader of the group. We have a floating synapse creature, and this is the caster for the aliens. We have another unit of shooter grunts, unit of 3, and these have the bio ravagers. And then all the way at the end, we have 1 hive warrior hiding there among the alien vegetation. Now up on top, we have flying shooter grunts or flying grunts, and there's a unit of 3, and they are on reserve, and so they will enter at the end of round 2. I am playing 300 points of Wormhole Demons, so these guys will represent me. I have here a unit of 3 Blood Warriors. Have another unit of Blood Warriors. They're a variant. They do have wings, but they are Blood Warriors, and I gave them flying. This is my Champion of War. He has a War Whip and a Flame Axe. And then going on the other side, my other little group has 2 Bloodhounds, another unit of 3 Blood Warriors, and a War Fury, which is the large demon there. So that is my 300 points of Demons of War. And demons do take the initiative indeed. And so I begin by thinking a little bit. I decide that I'm going to move my winged blood warriors forward, and that's what happens here. My idea is to get the blood warriors down below as soon as I can. Now it is the alien hives, and I roll a die to get a random selection to see which group moves first. And that's what I did here. So now we will move group 1, which is the result of the die. And I just get my AI, as you have to ask yourself some questions before you move. And the result is that the grunts move forward. These are shooter grunts. And then my bloodhound also moves forward. And you can see him here moving towards the first of the grunts right by the alien forest. So now the After the warrior rushes, the shooters, second group of shooters, also moves forward. I usually move every model in a particular group whenever that group is rolled up. So that's what we saw here. We see the hive warrior and the shooters move forward. Here, the winged blood warriors, I measure to the edge of the platform, and the winged blood warriors then go down a vertical distance. I simply add that vertical distance and horizontal distance together, and this was a rush. So it got them right to the end of the platform. They're kind of looking over the platform. And yes, the Bloodhound tears into the Hive Warrior and takes away one toughness. These are toughness 3, so it is now down to toughness 2. Round 2 is now over, and here it is. Well, the Synapse Floater attempted a spell here, a psychic spell on these guys, but failed. We have here the shooters, which have pretty much taken down one of my Blood Warrior squads. We have the veteran Hive Warrior, which took out my War Fury, unfortunately. And then we have a fight ensuing here with one of the Hive Warriors being attacked, is now down to toughness 1. And now I have some flyers to contend with. Will I be able to do it? We're fighting this on. All right, round 3 next. Shooters managed to damage one of my blood warriors, the last one. He now has to roll a defense, and he rolls a 5, which he succeeds. And then my blood warrior decides to charge the larger warrior with the last remaining toughness. He succeeds in hitting the alien warrior. There's his quality 4. And now the warrior has to defend. He has a defense of 4 and a couple of other things that don't really, only the toughness matters. He fails and loses that final toughness, which is a good thing for me. So now the warrior is going to have to roll on a wound effect roll. And there he goes, being removed by a blow from demon. So now we have the veteran warrior that charges into my remaining blood warrior as a revenge. He rolls pretty good. He rolls 4 dice with 2 6s. That really sucks. It is AP1, so it's not gonna look good for the demon. The Blood Warrior's defense is 4, but I do have AP1 there, and so yeah, not good at all. 2 wounds are caused. And going around the table, that Blood Warrior is rolling on the wound effect table, +2, and it is a knockout. So the warrior is destroyed by the veteran. Now this was a really interesting part of the round as the Psyker manages to kick off a blast, a Psy blast, right on the ladder with all my Blood Warriors going down. And there's an example of Psy Blast. It's an 18-inch range, 1 attack, blast 3. And I roll for each individual demon. And these are the defense rolls for each of the demons. Each demon fails his defense roll. All demons are then fall off the ladder as the blast hits them. 2 of them are knocked out. 1 demon remains. He has to roll on the wound effect table. Roll morale, since I am below half of my army, the number of my starting army, and there's a morale failure for the champion demon. He is the leader, and he decides to, well, go away.
Next is one of my bloodhounds. He also fails his morale. It is a quality check, and the bloodhound just runs away with the champion. I guess he decides that really it's a lost cause. He's going to save his demonic skin and just retreat. So now the alien hivers completely outnumber my guys. You can see the casualties there. So the shooters, the shooter grunts get to retaliate. They need to roll a 6, or the remaining warrior needs to roll a 6 because that unit had activated previously this round. And so because of the integrated fatigue mechanic, he has to roll a 6, which he rolls a 5. It's a failure, and that ends the game pretty much, with alien hives dominating the board.
Well, and that ends round 4 and ends the game with the wormhole demons, as I said earlier, severely outnumbered by alien hives. A few thoughts. So the wormhole demons are an interesting faction. I played the war demons, which don't have any psychic spells. They're basically just melee. They have good melee traits, however. And I would like to try in the future to mix some of the wormhole demon sub-factions, like the change demons, which do have psychic powers, and maybe a couple of the plague demons, and all mix them all together with war demons under some kind of demonic pact. Something like Chaos Undivided in the old 40K that I used to play. Other than that, this was a very fun game, a great game, and I hope to continue to expand the narrative of the Trash World Carnarvus. For the full game, check out our Patreon. This was a Battlefield snapshot. I hope you liked it, and we'll talk in the next video. More OPR in the future.